welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I am Amber. My desk is full of stuff. Good morning, Erin and Marianne and Lisa H. Good morning, Stefan and BB and Erica, Sharon, Grandma Rita. Good morning, everybody. So, I got yarn yesterday. I was not expecting this until Saturday, but it came yesterday because I thought I saw something about it being delivered on Saturday, but oh well. I got it early. Well, I mean, I got it on the day I was supposed to get it because it was supposed to come yesterday. I got my Ferris wheel. I got my Ferris wheel. Reminds me, the yarn feels different, but it reminds me of the mandalas. It reminds me of the mandalas. It's wrapped the same way, just slightly smaller. This is a 4-weight. It says it's a 4-weight. Lion Brand really doesn't, I don't know. Maybe Lion Brand needs to be the standard for weights, and we, you know, go based off of them. It's so pretty. I know it is. It's so pretty. I love the colors in this. Like, I love the rainbow of colors without it being like primary, you know, like it's just, I don't know, it's so pretty. And I love how it, like, it very much reminds me of also these yarn arts where the strands slowly fade into another color or whatever, like they're twisted around each other. So like you can see it's twisted around itself or around different colors as it fades into that next color, and then it fades into another color. You can't wait to start your project. I got 6 of these, so 2 times 6 is, I've got about, what, 1,400 yards? Let's use a calculator. 1,600 yards. I can't estimate very well. I got 6 of those, and then the other yarn I ordered before I ordered that was Karen All Day Cotton. Thank you, BB, for getting me started on this yarn. Nana, feel better. Feel better, Lana Nana. Lana Nana Banana. So this one has like a, oh, I don't know what this is called. Like a lilac purple-ish blue right here. And then you've got the lavender purple in there. So like that's the lilac-y, like indigo blue. And then you've got your lavender here and then white. And then the dark color is like a denim, a blue jean denim color, blue color. So these are like blues and purples and then white. So if you're curious, it is not a black or a gray. It is, I could, you know what? This would go with that blue that I got. I'm almost positive. Oh no, I rolled over my bobini. I rolled over my bobini. Well, it's, I mean, it's in the plastic, so it's hard to tell, but that is very close. For being in the plastic, that, I don't know. That is very close. Very close to matching. Very close. And then, okay. I'm like all over the place. I can't sit still. So I've got that color. It is called, let's see if I can see it without opening it. Of course not. Why would it be helpful like that? Oh, of course it won't have it, or I can see it. I might have to open it to see it. Like they're literally all on the back side where this big giant label is. Why they had to do that, I don't know. You changed all the colors. I almost bought yarn this morning from Premier because I saw a video that Creative Grandma is doing a challenge or something with these color boxes. This one is Snow on the Beach. Snow on the Beach is that color. Moving on. This one's all blacks and grays and whites. This one's black, gray, and white. Black, grays, and white. Let's see if I can. This one's called... Oh, this one I can actually see. Midnight Storm. Midnight Storm is that color. Well, it's... I don't know what color to call it, Marianne. That's why I was like, I don't know if it's... Because lilac, I think, is more of... Maybe it's maybe lilac's not the right color I was thinking. There's a color... There's a girl that my daughter knows she's friends with that this color is her specific color. It's like a bluish purple. Ooh, donut day, huh? Yeah, see, that watermelon, peach, coral color, whatever you want to call it, that BB got me, I feel like matches this in here. In this one. Oh, no, maybe not. That's more pink. The color in this is more pink. Periwinkle, thank you. Like a periwinkle instead of a lilac. Periwinkle, that's the color I was looking for. This color is, look, no large label on the back. Morning Air. It's got like a, I don't know, a pink in there, gray, lavender, and a denim blue. I really like those colors together. That one's called, what did I say again? Morning Air. And then we've got Lavender Haze. I love how this is called Lavender Haze, and maybe that's why, because there's literally like there's more colors than purple in this. You've got like a ombre of pinks in it, the dark pinks into a light pink, and then white, and then gray. And then you've got a little bit of splash of lavender in it. It's called Lavender Haze. Like, do you see how little lavender is actually in there? It's not very much. So maybe that's why it's just a haze of it. I like it. It's like a mix between the oh, what's it called? Now I haven't tried Premier's cottons yet, so I don't know of what they feel like. But it's not as silky soft as the I Love This yarn, this right here, this stuff. But it's not as rough as the Peaches or Lilies and Sugars and Cream. It's not as rough as those creams, but it's not quite as soft as this. It's kind of in between, leaning more towards the softness of this though. And it's a very sturdy cotton. It just feels like it. You can get these three. This is why I ordered these off of Amazon, because one, I don't have to deal with your inspirations, and two, I got 3 in this pack cheaper than getting it on their yarn inspirations or whatever. Well, I'm just showing you what I've already ordered. So this color is called, of course it's covered by this giant label on the back. And this one I can just almost make out. Starling. This one's called Starling. I think this one's one of my favorites. It's got emerald greens and grass greens, and then you've got your lavender and your denim blue in it. So I like that one. I like it a lot. Okay, anyway. Particle board and cement. Yeah, there you go. It's way softer than those. Way softer. But it's like funny enough, it feels sturdy like the peaches and cream, but it's softer. If that makes sense. Stevan, no more yarn, please. This makes me nervous when I go to tip it and it hasn't made it to my mouth yet. And I'm like, I don't want to burn my mouth. Oh, hi, Scrimshaw. Sorry I missed you. I just saw you screech in here. Skirt. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not as rough as peaches and cream. But it's not as soft as this. But it's amazing to work with. I love it. Well, I shouldn't say amazing to work with. I like working with it. It doesn't bother me. And guess what, y'all? I have found, I swear, the ultimate stash busting, yarn eating project. It is the best thing ever, and I'm about to go crazy on it. By the way, this is my Masu bag. I am enjoying this a lot. I'm going to show you this, and then I'll go back to my yarn eating stash busting project. This is peaches and cream, and it is so soft. Surprisingly. So soft. I don't know how this is as soft as it is. It's actually a little softer than this. But it's just the stripy yarn. But it's a softer stripy. This one's wound up differently than the ones used to be. But I just love the way this is turning out. It is so pretty. The moss stitch just makes this yarn like the color changes are just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm loving that. What's soft? Well, a lot is soft. Scripture. I don't know which part. I was talking about the Karen All Day Cotton. I don't know where you came in at, but I was talking about how it's softer than peaches and cream, but not as soft as I love this yarn, which is what I keep pointing to right here behind me. These skeins that are standing up on end. Those are my I love this yarn cotton. What stitch is the peaches and cream one? What? This? The moss stitch. This is the Masu bag. This is the Japanese knot bag. It's in the moss stitch. So the name of this bag, they call it the Masu bag because Masu in Japanese, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, means moss. Hence why they used the moss stitch. So I thought that was pretty ingenious. No worries, Stevan. So, are you ready for the reveal of the ultimate yarn eating, stash busting thing ever? Love Big Twist Cotton, but not sure if they're making it anymore. The Big Twist Cotton. What Big Twist Cotton? Are you talking about the K&C cotton? I wish they would come out with that cotton too. That's another cotton I want. I wish I could find a dupe of that cotton. So here's the thing. Look at the way this cotton is made. This Karen All Day Cotton. Good morning, Kendall. You'll see how it's like, it's almost like knitted. It's not spun. So here's the peaches and cream. Like, look at the difference in the yarn. So most of the cotton that I get is like this, where it's twisted. This isn't twisted. Come on, camera, you just had it. There we go. It's not twisted, it's like braided. It's like a braided cotton. But the other cotton that I'm talking about is the K&C cotton that I want more of. Is this. It reminds me a lot of the Mainstays cotton. And it's almost as soft as the I Love This yarn. It's almost as soft. I like this cotton too. I love this cotton. Okay. Julianne is here and Kendall. It's 50 cotton, 50 acrylic. Yeah, the K&C cotton. This is the, I have this and one more of this color left, and that's it. And then I've got like 4 in this orange color. I would love to see more of this. I think this is I feel like this could be Mainstays cotton. Haven't either. Anyway, okay. Yarn eating stash busting project. I can't decide if I'm about to go nuts on my yarn stash or not. Restream. Lost connection. Reconnecting. Still saying reconnecting. Still saying reconnecting. Hopefully we don't have any issues this morning because it's not reconnecting. Ah, there it goes. Now it flickered. Hopefully I don't lose you. Big twist 50-50. I don't remember that cotton. I remember the K&C, and I remember the peaches and cream and the sugar and cream. I love this cotton. And Premier's cotton. I don't know that I've seen it. Maybe mine just didn't have it, or I just didn't notice it. I don't know. Stefan, it is there is a tutorial on YouTube for it. Something Softies. Her name's something Softies. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. Share. Oh, hold on. I didn't grab the copy. All right, so here is the Japanese knot bag, or I'm going to put in parentheses, masu bag. There's the YouTube tutorial, and if you go, I'm sure you can find the written pattern somewhere. I can't remember. Oh, I have the written pattern right here. Here's the written pattern on a blog. Knot bag blog post written pattern. There you go. Okay, so the ultimate project, or, well, not necessarily project. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it is a project. Is a basket using I-cord. Y'all, I know how much I used to make just the teal section. How many feet? How many feet? Hold on, let me make sure something real quick. Divide that by 3. So how many yards do you think I used to make just this section of basket? How many yards do you think it took to make this section? And then how many skeins of yarn did it take to make said yards? So this is from that cake that I wound up from Fortunate Creations, these two colors down here. And this color is its own yarn skeins. So how many yards do you think it took to make just the 4.5 rounds that I've done in this teal color? And all I have left is this, a stitch. That's about a stitch worth of yarn right there. It's about a foot. And I can maybe get about a stitch out of that with like that left over. So how many yards do you think it took of I-cord? Once it was made into an I-cord, how many yards of I-cord did I use? And then how many skeins did it take to make said I-cord? And this is the leftover yarn from my daughter's wrap that I made her for her prom dress. Good morning, Angela. Kendall, you are way off on the yards. Take a 0 off. And Scrimshaw, I don't know which one you're going for. 3 yards or 3 skeins? I told you, ultimate stash busting yarn eater. And I'm not even halfway done with this thing. The 3 skeins, not quite. Not quite 3 skeins. So I'll go ahead and tell you. I used 1 and a partial. I honestly can't even tell you anymore if it was a 1/2 skein, a 2/3, 3/4, a 1/4. Well, it was more than half. I know that. So I don't know. It wasn't 2 full skeins. I used almost 2 full skeins. Okay, sorry. 1 full skein and then a partial skein of Big Twist Shine, which is 219 yards each. So 219 yards a piece, but I didn't use a full second one, okay? So I'm going to guess about probably 350 yards, roughly, of yarn to make 24 yards of I-cord. It took around 300 something yards of yarn just to make this little bit of yarn of I-cord. Yeah, it's crazy. So I have decided I am going to make some baskets like this, y'all, because it got inspired. I made this and I had the yarn wound up inside it. I was like, you know, this would make a really cool yarn bowl. So I have a hole right here started. Like I chained one right here. Right there is a chain 1 space. I'm going to go around some more, a couple more rounds, and I'm going to make that, hopefully when I come around with another stitch, it'll open it up a little bit and you can stick your yarn through here and use this as a yarn bowl. So I'm going to literally make a yarn bowl from yarn. See, that's the thing, Scrimshaw. You can't use as much yarn up that way, though. It does use up a lot of yarn, but this, I didn't get very far, and I used up almost 2 skeins just to get that amount of yarn. Just that. That's not even including this stuff down here. So I'm going to guess probably 4 skeins of yarn to get all of this. Just that. And then probably another 3 to 4 to get more height on my basket. Well, Prim came to the rescue yet again. I tried using my Clover Moors. They work okay. They work, I mean, they work well, but for some reason I just could not, it was just, this is still tough to use to crochet like this. I mean, because this is an arm workout. This is not for the faint of heart. How many strands to make the I-cord? Well, I'm only using one strand to make the I-cord. And I'm using this amazing machine right here to do set I-cord. So I have yarn going right now. Well, it's not running right now, but I have some in the machine. I just have it turned off momentarily because I'm making some more I-cord. Because I ran out of this color, so I gotta switch to another color. So I'm going with a charcoal gray to finish the top of this off with. I think I'm gonna take this hole out here because I don't know that I want the hole in the middle of the side, right? With the yarn bowl, would you want it up higher or in the middle? I don't know. No worries, Scrimshaw. You're fine. And if, what, hold on. And if you make a few extras, you could probably sell them. I want to sell them. That's the whole point, Angela. I actually want to make these to sell them. I have a price point already figured out, but I want to like make, this is kind of like my prototype experiment one. So it's a, I love, you're not ready to purchase a machine maybe in the future. It is not a cheap machine, I will tell you that. But let me tell you, if I can sell 3 of these baskets, these yarn bowl baskets, or just baskets, I mean, these would make great project baskets too, like little project baskets. But my goodness, it's going to take a dozen to make a decent sized basket, like just slightly bigger than this. It's probably going to take me almost a dozen. It's going to take me a baker's dozen just to make a basket. Because like I said, this one's going to be probably, I don't know, I think I'm like 3 to 4 in at this point. Maybe, I don't know, probably not that far, but I'm guessing because it took 1.5 to do all of this. It's probably at least another 1.5 to do this. Because I mean, I know you're increasing out, so this is anywhere from 1 to 1.5 of a skein on the bottom. So there's at least 2 to 3 skeins here. I just got the Kato. I don't know if it has it on here. It doesn't show it on here. It's the Kato one. It's this one. The Kato. It doesn't have the brand on it, but it's Kato. Caydo. It has 3 settings on it. You can do slow, medium, and high speed on it. I don't really go above 2 very much because I get nervous that it's gonna like knots, and yeah, it doesn't like knots, or it doesn't like yarn getting gathered up by the tension area. So it does. I need to get a can of air to clean it out because it does get caked in because it's got grease on the hooks and things. So it definitely what am I trying to say here? The fibers from the yarn definitely cake it all over inside it, which, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just, you can definitely tell it will the more you make. So anyway, this is, and you know, the fun thing about this is I will be able to ship it and I won't have to necessarily do a box because you can collapse it, like you can squish it in. So it is like, it is stiff as it is. Look, it goes right back. I can squish it in to ship it. So yeah, I literally got 4.5 rounds on it and it was like, well, I gotta make more I-cord to finish my basket. So yeah, I wish I knew how much it's gonna take because then I could just go for it. But right now it's just kind of a guessing. if they really wanted it, yes, they would pay the price. And it's a handmade item. It's not something that was made in a store or like not a store, like a factory or anything. So it's a handmade item. It can be customizable. So I think it was the price point that I have in my head would be a good price point to start with. Even with the amount of yarn. So like this size of one is what is the price. I have this one figured out, I think. You know, because at this point it's negligible on what I've spent on everything, right? So I don't remember what I've spent on everything at this point. So it's like I do try to get things on sale and cheaper if I can. So a lot of what I have, like this yarn, this green yarn, this teal yarn, was only $3 for the whole skein. So, so yeah, it's going to be a handmade item. I think it's going to look cool and it's going to function well. I think, yeah, so I don't know. Should I move the hole up? Because my plan is, I think, if I were to do a yarn bowl style with the hole in there for the yarn, I wouldn't want to go much higher. And it doesn't need to be much higher. So like what was it? A cake cozy? A cake cozy. You can use this as a cake cozy. But yeah, I figured I'd go like another 2 rounds above the hole if I make it the yarn bowl style. It'll be at a minimum of 40 to 50 is what I was looking at. Again, I don't, and I'm pricing it more or less, not necessarily to make my money back. I'm just pricing it just to have fun to make these and sell them. I don't know. I just have fun doing that. Oh, I know, Marianne. I'm totally like well aware of that. And trust me, yeah, I expect it not to go well. But, you know, I'm trying to have hope. I'm trying to have hope. But for a small basket like this, I was, you know, starting around 40 to 50 before shipping. So, gosh, it feels so thick. I'm curious. I'm going to weigh this and just see how much yarn this is. It should be around 10 ounces. 13 ounces. Right now, I have 13 ounces of yarn in this basket. So that's roughly 2 skeins of yarn. Roughly. 6 ounces. I'm going based off of the 6-ounce ones. So it's about 2 skeins of yarn. So there you go. Oh, you think the hole needs to be higher? So right there is where I have it started. I'm going to go around a couple more times, so it'll be about midway-ish. I don't know. I guess in my mind, the yarn balls, I feel like the holes are like center mass on the side. I don't know. I don't use them, so I don't know. I need to look. Yarn ball. Actually, I guess they're a little bit, because they swirl. They kind of swirl on the side. So that, yeah, they're a little bit above center. So yeah. Nope, there is no wood base on this. That is all yarn. Well, if I do the yarn bowl style like this, BB, I would definitely, so what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to take this hole out of this row, finish this round, which actually, I can't finish it with the green. So I'm trying to decide if I want to, I'll probably pull out this round that I've got going on here with the green and do as much of it as I can with this gray that I have. And then I'll have leftover of the teal here. And then I have this leftover from the peach because this couldn't finish a round before I changed colors. So I cut it off. So that way it would finish a round with the peach and start the green as a whole round. So I'm going to have to cut the teal here in order to start a fresh round with a new color. So, good morning, Panda. Not a center pole. Yeah. Well, and that's another reason, Marianne, why these would be like cake cozies too. So like you wouldn't have to use the hole. You could just pull from the center and it would just hold your yarn for you. So it would be like a cake cozy bowl, you know, so like when it got low, it would just stay in here and like not go everywhere. And so yeah, you could still use these. I don't know how you would use this for a center pole other than just setting it inside the bowl and then pulling from the center. I suppose, I wonder if there's a way I could make a lid and attach it on the side, you know, a little bit so it opens, but it stays attached to the bowl and you can put it back down and it has a hole at the top that you can pull from the center. You guys are definitely my devil's advocate when it comes to making things like this. Like you really make me think about all the different like nuances to selling things. Then it's like, well, shoot, do I even bother doing it? But I appreciate it. And yes, I would be putting them on my Ko-Fi. Panda's Baked Crochet. I love your new name, your new channel name, Panda. I love it. I'm guessing it has something to do with Mary Jane, right? Yes? No? Am I assuming incorrectly? So what are you, if you'd order one right now, you're gonna have to wait. Hey, that's fine, Angela. Cake cozy would work. So should I not even worry about a hole on the side then for like a yarn bowl? So just make the yarn bowl without the hole? I can do that. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this extra yarn that I have to cut off, this I-cord. Because if I don't cut it off, it's, you know, it's going to be very scrappy looking. But this is a prototype, so it doesn't matter. It's just when I go to do other ones, what am I going to do, you know? Make sure I have enough cord for sure. And Marianne, the swear by the Dollar Tree bins, I concur. I'm pretty sure, actually, some of mine are from Walmart and Target. But yeah, no, the bins, I have plastic basket bins that, yeah, I didn't spend a ton on them. Small handles, yep. Jibber jabbering. Like a drag one, those are awesome. Yeah, I know. Leave the hole. Okay. Well, maybe I could figure out. Honestly, see, the thing is, Lisa, the reason I was gonna do a hole here, and you know, make it like a window, and you stick the yarn through, so it shouldn't get stuck on anything. This is like, unless you like accidentally like poke it through the I-cord, it shouldn't get stuck. It should just run smoothly over the top of the yarn. There's no like catching. There's nothing sharp, or you know, it's soft and it's smooth. So I feel like it would just run smoothly through the hole. Like it's not going to be a hole like the yarn bowls that we typically see where it's the spiral. It's literally going to be one that you have to poke it through. It's just going to be literally a hole. Just a hopefully like a window, little window. To help stuff things. I could use it as stuffing, but like what I'm thinking, but see, this is still usable I-cord. Like the fun thing about I-cord is I literally cut it. See how I cut it? I just have to go through and pick off the little pieces from being cut. And then I can pull a tail. If I can get it started, hold on. I can pull a tail. Let me get this pulled out of here. I can pull the tail. There we go. I can pull a tail and unwind a bunch of it, and I take this tail and I scoop up all those loops on the end and knot it again. I can re-knot it. So I can reuse this cord for like a bag strap if I wanted to, a drawstring. So it's still usable I-cord. Or I could pull it out and just reuse the yarn for something if I wanted to. Let's see. If I had, I don't remember doing that, but okay. Let's see. Pretty can be used for many purposes. Yep. If you had an I-cord machine, you would buy a basket. You would do a basket using video sharks. I think that would be gorgeous. The ball or cake won't spin easily. Oh, true. That's true. Maybe I'll just make baskets. But just call them yarn bowls. Or you can just, you know, because like a lot of us use baskets to throw yarn in to pull from and let it just flop around inside the bowl. I do have Etsy, Ravelry, and Ko-Fi. Actually, BB, I have my patterns on Etsy and Ravelry and Ko-Fi. They're on all three. I'm just not going to sell physical items on Etsy because you have to do brain math gymnastics with that. With like, okay, you know, I have to give myself like 2 weeks to ship it. I'm really bad about shipping, so if it's acrylic, you might be able to take a lighter to it and melt it together. I could do that, but it's just as easy to take the needle and just pick up my loops again, and I can literally just tie a knot into the end and call it a day again, and it won't come unraveled. I actually did that to the end of the piece that I cut off before I crocheted over it in here. Actually, I didn't crochet over it. It's right here. Right here. That's the piece that I started with. I don't remember. No, that's where I ended because the peach was attached to the taupey brown color down here. Salting on Amazon to show where it burns. That's right. I've seen that too, Angela, but I don't know. You kind of twist it with your fingers. You've used it on other cords. Yeah, I've seen that tool that burns the thread, but I'm good. Like literally, it's just for this. I can cut it and I can make this I-cord to whatever length I want, and then cut it and just do this to the end of it and re-knot it. Where's my phone? Some other things I want to do with the I-cord is I found. Yeah. Yep, those are my yarn bowls too, Marianne. I'm just, you know, using my said yarn to make handmade yarn bowls for people. These are special ones, you know. These are heirloom baskets. And it's the year of handmade stuff, you know. People are into that thing. So if I can make some really nice ones like this, I feel like people would buy them. People that don't make crafts. You know, they'd use them for decor and storage and things. I am good. I purchased your inventory tracker because I want to try actually tracking my yarn stash. I purchased Marty's yarn inventory thing this morning, so I'm going to try and actually use it. It does make a nice stiff basket, Scrumshaw. It really does. And it feels, I don't know, it just feels nice and sturdy. I'm using the waistcoat stitch on this basket and on the bottom. And then to get this part right here where it does this edge, you actually go into the back loop, and then there's this loop on the back side of the single crochet right here, this one right here, right below my finger, that one that goes straight across. Right, it kind of looks like a pie shape, that pie symbol right there below the V. You go through the back loop and that loop right there, and that's what helps get this edge to turn up. Yeah. Away from that whole AFK thing, Marianne, it throws me every time, but I know what you mean. You're away from your keyboard. Just, yeah, I get how it's quicker. You mean this, Stevan? Luck of the draw. I need to watch her wrap-up video to see when she's going to do the next one, so I can start planning for it. You don't like the app you're using? Yeah, I don't know what it's like, so hopefully it's something I can use. The thing is I'm going to have to go back through all my yarn and, like, actually pull it out and look at the brand and all that. Let me see if I can find it on here. Ko-Fi. I'm going to tell her I'm live right now. Y'all, she's filming up filming. She's finishing up filming. Marty. I'm live right now. If you have a moment to hang with us. Hopefully she'll come hang with us. She is texting me, so I don't know how busy she is. We'll see. I trying to find things on my computer is weird. Like, I can find it on my phone, but Blossom Crochet View. Okay, so here is Marty's. Marty. Marty's Ko-Fi. Yeah, she's finishing up filming, she said. Right now, she's texting me. She's headed out to mow the lawn before it rains again. She says she misses us. With the baskets, how would you do the custom makes? Well, I guess I could say, like, so I could do something like I know Passionate Kelsey does. She does what she calls mystery ones. And then she does one where it's mystery, but they pick the color range. So it's not going to be exact colors that people are looking for, but it's say, like, you want, like, BB wants a pink one. Did I see pink? I thought I saw pink. Did it? Did you remove it? It was just there. I thought I saw something about a pink one. Oh, right here. If you make one that might have pink, let me know. So like that, you know, so like you could say mystery, but with pinks, or at least have pink in it, you know, kind of thing. Well, I'm going to try Marty's thing. Let me see if I can figure out how to get to my purchases on here. Payments and orders. View details. View content. Download. Hopefully I can use it though, because I have Apple, but I would use it with my, no, because it should work on my, oh yeah, it's opening up my Excel on my numbers on here. I want it to open up in my Drive so I can access it. Mystery but with pink. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if I have any pink in this yarn yet, but this is Big Twist Shine, and I would love to make baskets with this. I gotta test other yarns because I don't know how well. I just know because this works really well because it's a thin 4-weight, so it works. It's closer to the DKs. Ooh, I just had an idea. I might have to try it today. A basket for myself out of all my happy yarn that I have. Although I might have to get more because it's gonna go quick. Because this is 5 ounces of yarn. How much did I say that was? 13. Just to make that one, I'd need at least 3 of these cakes to get close to 13 ounces. It'd be a little over 13 ounces, but to make a bigger, I would have to have, I think I need to collect some more of these and get around a dozen so I can make a decent basket out of it. I'm not talking huge. I'm talking like a gallon bucket type size. That's very custom, Steven, but BB, if you're a lover of pink, you're fine on my channel. And he just does that to give people a hard time, but he really doesn't like it. I get why he doesn't like it, but he's not that bad about it. Alternate with white. See, the thing is I wish I could find a yarn that matched this the way that it felt, and it looks, because the way that they have this, it looks like one strand, but it's like multiple strands. So like tiny little strands spun together in a way that would make it look like one strand. Because it doesn't look twisted, if that makes sense. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Donnie doesn't like blink either. Blinkety blink, 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 blink. Orange. Okay, I'm going to write it down, Steven. If I make that, the custom like that might go up a little bit. Just saying. Not much. Just, I might, so for customs like that, like very specific, I might increase the price a little bit. Just because it is a bit of a headache to change colors with it. Like, I have to go back and watch the videos to learn how not to leave these tails, because now I have to go in and figure out how to get these inside these very tight stitches. But like I said, this is a prototype, so this might become my own little basket for me, unless somebody just desperately needs to have it. I love mandala ombres. Yes, BB, same here. I'm gonna write Stevan's order down here. Ooh, oh, I lost my Ferris wheel. It's in front of my drawer and I can't pull it out, so I gotta move it. See, this is gonna definitely increase my yarn band bin very quickly. Like, this is 3 skeins that bands that I will have probably put into this by the time I'm all said and done. Just to give you guys a idea of how big this yarn bowl is that I have. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these. These are 1,000 yards of fingering weight yarn. That's how big it is right now. So, Steven. I know. Walmart is where I get mine. And it's roughly about, what was it, $5.97-ish, I think. Somewhere in there. All right. Steven. I accidentally wrote an H in your name. So you want a black base. Black base. Because I have to, like, if I do a custom like that, where you do the base one color and then I, do the other colors, I have to figure out how much yarn I need to use in order to make just the base I-cord. And if I run low, it's like I gotta make, so. Orange with gecko green stripes and a black base. Orange and gecko green. But for you, Stevan, yeah, like I said, this might be one of those custom ones that I might have to do that I charge a little extra for. Yes, we're all not normal in the best way possible. Good morning, Mandy. And Cammie, good morning. Welcome in. Good morning. I'm excited to make some of these. I can even make a blue and orange one. Actually, I think that's the idea I'm gonna do. I need to test out the 4-weight yarn and see, like, I need to run Red Heart through this machine and see if it's like my Addy. Suggestions for the Red Heart mainstays yarn to make them. It might give you a better selling point. I was just talking about that. I need to test that. I need to test Red Heart in it. So right now I have Karen Simply Soft currently in it right now. This is Karen Simply Soft that I have in it. So I'm actually, you know what? Let me know if it's too loud and I can turn it off, but I'll run it real quick for a little bit and see. Let me know if that's too loud. I'm going to let that run while we talk. Yes, BB, I'll write you down too. Pinks. You just said pinks. As long as it has pinks. Pinks. Oh, I'm sorry, Cammie. I wish I could help you and make you feel better. Oh, I don't mind, Seven. I just want you to know that the black base, I just got to make, it's a learning curve. I'm learning, I got to figure out how much yarn it's going to take to make these bases. I don't remember how much this was before I finished this, so I can't go back and tell you. All I know is there's 13 ounces of yarn in this currently. That's it. Just by measuring the weight. That's all I can. Aw, thank you, Cammie. That makes me feel that makes my heart feel happy that you can come here and help your mood get better. Good morning, Diana. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm doing this, but like make one of those little like see, Panda, there's that, you just be as weird as you want. And they still keep coming back. I've done some very weird stuff on here, and y'all, I saw 20 to 30 people showing up to watch me, so maybe I'll include purple. just for you and surprise you. I don't know. We'll see. Just know, custom orders, price point goes a little bit that way. Not a lot, but it does go up. I think I actually like this coffee. Russian hat. There you go. I don't, yeah, some of those hats. Yes, how did the skills thing go yesterday? I love Halloween colors. I just don't celebrate Halloween. I mean, I don't celebrate it I decorate for it. Just not my thing. But you know what? I still love y'all for doing it. Guess what, Diana? I didn't buy any yarn yesterday. But I got yarn bought for me. I didn't even have to buy it. Someone else bought it for me. So, oh, Frizzy, I wish you were going live today and could tell us about it. Cause I don't want you to have to type it out in the text. You know, I'd love to hear it from your voice. Next up would be interview. Yep. Maybe I'll finish this I-cord and then I will attempt a red heart. I'm curious to see if red heart will go through this machine. The booklet says that most yarns, this machine claims 99% of yarns, which ain't true because TL Yarn Crafts did a yarn review, not a yarn review, but she did a review of the machine. I'm pretty sure it was this machine. Yeah, it was a Kato. I just don't remember if it was the stand-up one, the earlier ones, the ones that you had to like clip to the edge of the desk with the weights, or if it was this one. I think it was this one. And she tried to run like bulky weights through it and things like that, and the bulky weights didn't like the bulky, like the 6 weights and like the blanket yarns and things. I don't know that puzzle will go through it very well. I am really excited to get that harmony yarn because I went and watched Creative Grandma. She did a yarn review, unboxing of harmony, and she compares it to puzzle at the end of the video, and she holds both of them up and they look identical to each other in thickness and in like makeup, the way they look. You know what? I did not go to Hobby Lobby, even though I went to the Walmart because my son had an orthodontist appointment that was across the street from Walmart, which is across the street from Hobby Lobby. I sat at the light, sitting there debating whether or not I should go to Hobby Lobby or turn and go home. I actually sat there for a second going, oh no. Didn't buy yarn. Got a Tunisian hook with cord and a few clearance items. Only yarn marked down was that loopy yarn. Yeah. It's always the stuff in the clearance is always stuff that I'm like, I look, but it's 99. I almost want to say 100% of the time. 99% of the time. 99.99999999% of the time. I don't see anything that I actually need to get or want to not bulk buy, just in case buy, like stock up buy. Town got your heart and Dr. Magic was an open TV. Oh, yeah. Halloween Town's a cute show. Creating a pool to draw from for future positions too, and that would include full-time positions potentially. I thought I did good, Diana. Now you're yelling at me that I should have bought yarn? Wait, I'm so confused. Are you talking about the person that, don't break the machine? Oh yeah, I don't want to break the machine. I was like, I'm not breaking it. It's running. Are you talking about the yarn being bought for me? I didn't do it. I didn't tell her to do it either. She did it all on her own. She did it all on her own. I want to open this in... How do I open it in Drive? Let's see. Open link in new tab. No, I don't want to save it to there. Oh, I wonder how I open this Excel spreadsheet on Google Drive. You need your pinkish bowl. I don't. I could do this. If I can get it out. Ooh, what about this, baby? What about that? Is that pinkish for you? Bouquet. I mean, I was gonna make a basket with this anyway, but I was gonna do like run it with cotton. Harmony is more expensive. Oh, Harmony is way more expensive than Puzzle. Way more. I can get Puzzle at Walmart for like $6. It's Harmony's like twice that. But I bought it for the same price I could buy it on Yarnspiration. Actually no, I didn't buy it. Jeez. I was going to buy it because it's the same price as Yarnspirations. I was gonna buy it on Amazon. I have not bought it, I promise. But this is pink. It's got lots of pinks in it, but it's also got lots of color. There we go. Is that pink? I mean, it has a pink hue to it, but it also has like a coral color. I only have 3 skeins of it though. I'm gonna have to mix it with another thing. Harmony is $14.99. Yeah, but it's on sale at Yarnspirations for $11. I still wouldn't buy it for $11. I don't want to buy it for $11, but if I were to buy it either Yarnspiration or Amazon and it was $14.99, I'd buy it on Amazon because it's a few dollars cheaper on Amazon to buy 3 of them. Although buying it on Yarnspirations for $11 is actually cheaper right now. I'll just wait till it's not on sale on your. I just don't want to order through Yarnspirations. Despite the fact she bought it for you to. Actually, I'm gonna have to do this with a different color. I have a color I can mix it with. Not like double strand it, but like. Here we go. If all else fails, I can make BBs with these colors. So there's at least 7 skeins right there for your basket. And that's probably how many it's going to take. Alright, I'm going to set those aside. Those are BB's. BB's basket. So I've got, how many ounces do I have here? Oh my goodness. 4.23. 4.23 and 6. Alright, hold on. I gotta keep an eye on this thing that's running at the same time I'm doing this. 4.23 times 3. 12.69. 12.69 plus 18. 30 ounces. That should cover a basket. It's cheaper on your inspirations right now. That was, yeah. I know, I like puzzle too. But hey, every once in a while, I'm gonna get that harmony. I'm hoping that it'll come out somewhere else where I can get it cheaper. Because you get a lot of yardage though, if you think about it. Yeah, I wish they had more colorways too, Marianne. Amazon does ship faster, yep. Hey, you know what, Diana? I'm making these, and I'm making room for more yarn. Oh, ah! So, I went to stop the yarn from getting bunched up on the thing, and I about took the machine out. I can't either. I was supposed to have it on Saturday, so I'll let you know on Monday what it's like. $16 skeins from Yarn Inspirations and got free shipping. You can mix it with whatever yarn you want, as long as it has pink. The majority of it will be pink. I just only have three skeins of that mosaic. So, unless Frizzy has more yarn. Unless Frizzy has more mosaic, then I can get more from her. Because I'm pretty sure all the dib stuff that she sold us was almost all discontinued yarn. Because I don't think Premier has the mosaic in that color anymore. I know they still have mosaic, but I don't think they have that color. Okay. I think this was a full skein of yarn of Karen Simply Soft that I'm going through, but it's not going to make a lot. Right now, I've got like maybe 2 rounds of I-cord on the floor. I should work on the Masu bag. Now that I'm at a point where I can find somewhere to put this. Don't get bunched in there. Oh, BB, did you see I got my Ferris wheel? I don't know if you were here. I got my 6 skeins of Ferris wheel. Yep, I'm definitely gonna have to use more yarn to finish this bag. Like, one little skein made it that far. Actually, you know what? I do have this skein I could put in there. I might do this instead of the yellow. I don't know. Or maybe I'll do both. Because both of those go really well together. That's 6 skeins of yarn for one basket. Oh, Marianne. Of course, you're going to enable me to buy on Premier. I was actually already on your Premier link this morning. There's color boxes I was thinking about getting and trying to do the challenge that Creative Grandma and her grandson Cody put out. You buy the yarn boxes, and then they've challenged you to make one project from each skein of yarn that's in these boxes. But I don't think they're very big. I think the skeins are like the little skeins that you get from the Dollar Tree, the little Just Yarn skeins. I'm getting to the tail end of this yarn and it's starting to stick to itself, so I gotta pay attention to it. Try to read the chat though. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. Try to fight you can do it until the yarn is able to come and get you. I'm loving Ferris, so I want to make a cardigan. That's a pretty color combination. Yeah, I am, you know, baby, since I think you asked first, I'm going to do your basket first, and then I'll do Steven's after yours. Ooh, Steven. Oh, I don't have enough, though. Okay, so the thing is, these two, one is gold and one is silver sparkle. You can't tell on the screen, but if I go closer, you can see it. That would be yours. I just don't know if I have enough, though. I only have these two sparkles, and one's, like I said, one's gold and one's silver. I can get more of the gold metallic and the silver metallic. I just got to go buy it. But if I don't have to buy it, I can do those colors. It's a pound and 12 ounces. So I don't know how many ounces that is. 7 plus 6 is 13. I think the black is partially used a little bit, though. 13 plus 5 is 18. Plus 5 is 23. So it's almost enough for a basket. I'm going to guess I need roughly 30 ounces to be good to make a decent sized basket. Oh, you don't like the sparkle yarn? Okay, fine. Don't like sparkle! Okay, I got it. I won't use the sparkle. You broke my heart, Steven. No, I'm totally joking. I can just use regular black. I thought it'd be cool. Actually, I need to keep the gold sparkle anyway. I just realized that. Now that I said that, I can't use the gold sparkle because it's for my flower bouquet that I'm making, the Tunisian one. 16 skeins? Oh, no, not 16 skeins. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 6 to 8 skeins to make a sparkle. Well, it's going to be in a basket. It's not going to be on you. It's going to be a basket, silly. I put my stitch marker in the wrong spot. Oh, let me finish this I'll have to play with the yarn because so far the only yarn I've put through my machine is the Shine, the Big Twist Shine, and the Caron Simply Soft, which my Addie absolutely loves the yarn, and so far it's going through this machine like butter as well. So I'm gonna have to try. I've actually ran some regular 4-weight acrylic through this, and it did just fine. I'll have to grab it real quick and show you. I'm not sure what yarn this is, but Kim at Fortunate Creations. It's whatever kind of yarn she would buy. I don't know what yarns her brands typically were, but these are regular value yarns of some sort. And they were thick. These are really thick cords compared to the Simply Soft. So I don't know how well they work up to crochet, but I do have. I think I can get a bigger prim. I don't know if prim goes up to a P. Does it go up to a P size? Sparkle. Oh, Stevon got 16 skeins of Harmony for herself yesterday. I like sparkle yarn too, Grammy Rita. I like this machine. I can literally just stop it and walk away for a little bit and come back and keep working on this. This last little bit of yarn is like sticking to itself. I'm gonna cut this piece right here. This fuzz. I don't like that in there. Oh, the other day I was hanging out with Erin and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with these cup holders, but this one was really skinny and I was like, you know, I want to, I don't know if she gave me the idea, but I put a cup in it because I was saying how I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it or not. And then I put a cup in it and then I decorated it with some stitch markers. And it works so much better to hold my hooks in there. And my big scissors. And then I did the same thing to this little one. I don't like these little baskets, these little cup holder baskets without cups in them. I've decided that. Oh, hold on, I might have to. No, get up there. This is all that's left of the yarn that I'm working through the machine. I'm trying to keep it from Actually, you'd be surprised, Diana. The basket, 16 skeins would not make a very big basket. Erin and I were mathing yesterday, and just to make a decent sized basket, 8 skeins. So like 16 skeins would probably make, oh, I don't know, a bucket, like a half-gallon bucket, maybe a gallon bucket basket. It would not be very big. Because, well, let's just do the math. If, you know, we used 16 skeins of 6 ounces, right? Let me finish this real quick. See, these are the little fuzzies I keep finding on my floor. Hairs with yarn and stuff attached to it. Oops, I didn't want me to go that fast. All right. It's done. I need to pull a little bit out. Okay. So a full Caron Simply Soft, y'all. Almost a full Caron Simply Soft. Made that much I-cord. That's really, I could probably get maybe 2 rounds, maybe, on that basket that I'm making. So what is, yeah, the Harmony skeins, I don't plan to make a basket with those. Unless the puzzle yarn. I'm really hesitant to try the puzzle yarn in this machine. I do not want to break it. It was 10 ounces to make 24 yards of I-cord. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if we took 16, we're just going to say 16 times 6 ounces. I know it's not the Harmony yarn, but we're just pretending here. 96 yards. That's just a little bit more than what it took to make this. Hold on, no, that's 96 ounces. Hold on, 96 ounces. Let's see. Divide that by, so 9 times 24. 9 times 24. 216. So 216 yards would probably make a decent size. It'd probably be about yay tall, maybe. I don't know. What is the weight of the Caron that I used? If the whole thing was there, it was 5 ounces. So maybe 12 yards, maybe. You won something somewhere, I think, from Lori. No worries, Tank. And good morning, Tank. It looks so cute like that. Yeah, it was like that. I think it's like 12 yards of yarn. I'm gonna sew up the end real quick before I lose my loops more. Now the Harmony yarn, I just want it because it looks like puzzle, and it, well, not just because it looks like puzzle, but the colors are awesome. Look, everything is awesome when you have Harmony yarn. Jared, you make sure he doesn't make a mess, please? Can you help him make sure he doesn't make a mess, please? Make sure he doesn't make a mess getting his breakfast. Please. See, I just grab the loops and pull tight, and then you just do one of your little loopy knot things on the end, and it won't come undone. And then you just take the tail and you sew it, not sew it, I just take the tail and I literally just do this. I just go inside the tube with it. I just fish my needle down the center of the tube and pop it out, bring the yarn tail through, tighten it down to clean up the end, pull it a little tight so that way when you cut it, you can cut it off, and then you just go whoop, and it goes right inside there and get a nice clean end there. Rebecca, I've missed the whole conversation. Let's see. Breakfast at the diner with the hubs and son. Nice. You would say just 4 to 5 rows per 10 ounces on the side. Yep. Yep, you're probably about right, Erin. It doesn't give you very much. That's why it's going to take a lot of yarn, and I'm excited for this because I can use up a lot of yarn. Basket with pot holders. See, that would be fun to do. I could make the I-cord basket, Angela, and then I could crochet some pot holders or whatever, coaster type things to put in there. I could make small baskets too. You love the Harmony yarn. It's really soft. I can't wait to get some. Yeah, on the size that I have, it would be about that. Yep, you're right. I'm going to use one of the colorways I bought for the Serape. Nice. Do I need to use Mainstay? Yes, Mainstay's yarn is great. See the yarn right here? This blue yarn, it's a blue sparkle. That's Mainstay's yarn. I have it interspersed throughout here. Like, I don't have a ton of it, but I do love their cotton. Their Mainstay's cotton. It's almost like identical to the I Love This yarn. And it's very similar to the K&C that was sold at Joann's when Joann's was open. I still got to finish my first panel of the Serape. I will have my first panel done by Monday, and then we'll work on the second panel on Monday. At least I'll start on the second panel. Yeah, 6 skeins. Well, it's $40 for 3. If you buy it on Yarn Inspirations right now, it's actually cheaper. It's like $3, $4 cheaper on Yarn Inspirations at the moment. They should start hatching tomorrow. Oh, sweet. Yes, Mainstays is just as good a yarn. Oh, I have black. I have black and Big Twist. I just don't have black. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to use all this up, so I'm trying to see what's in here. No, I don't have black. I don't have black in the in the shine. Oh. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm excited to do BBs. Okay, you know what? Now that that gray cord is out of there, I'm going to try this. $9.05. Okay, let me put this back. I have Big Twist black, so I do have black. I just don't have the shine. All right, y'all. Let's see what happens with this yarn. Okay, I'm gonna get my needle out. I wish there was an easier way to do it than this. It's a little hard to do. You have to put it on the needle of this. I think this is called a nooking hook. Oh, hold on, I gotta. Man, I gotta clean that out. My hot air did not work very well. Yeah, I wish there was a little easier way to do this, but it gets the job done. It gets the job done. Okay. The other two colors are not shine, so that's okay for me. I know. I just trying to use up the shine that I have, but yeah, your other two colors are not shine. Okay, let's see. I hope this works, BB. I really do. Hopefully this works. Okay. Grab the first one there. Go around the back of that one. Grab that one. I mean, it's supposed to work, so we should be good. It is not wanting to go. You know what? I don't know. So far, not having good luck. Nope, it's something's going on with it. Okay, let's back it up and see. I might have to use something else. It's not liking this. I don't know what happened here. Let's try that again. I didn't do something right, I think. I recently counted mine. I have 12 skeins of yarn in all the primary colors now. Oh no! I'm killing the phone. I'm killing the phone. This is a splitty yarn, so I don't know if it's going to work. Mosaic might be one that just doesn't work in this machine. And that's okay. That's okay. All right, let me put arms down. Okay. Let's see. All right, hopefully I get this to work. What did I just do here? Gotta feed it back through because I twisted it. Okay, again, back through. Okay, which one? There we go. No. There we go. I get a little flustered when things don't work and I'm doing stuff like this on a live. All right, so we're gonna catch the first one, go around the back of this one, catch the second one, go around the back of that one, all right, please work. Okay, some wasn't working the first time. Now I think we're good. Okay, let's go for it. Yay, it's working. I just got to make sure it has loose tension because it does not like tight tension out of this. Good morning, Rachel. You don't have a lot of yarn, only 7 storage totes, and 2 of those are just cotton yarn and 3 large bags of more yarn. So basically what you see behind me is what I have, and then there's just, I could probably fill, well, I have 1-pounders put away. I do have a lot of yarn in my counter over here, but I probably have enough yarn to fill this space up again. Possibly. I mean, maybe not that much, but I have quite a bit. See, that's going to make some thick, that's making some thick stuff. Just nice organized cubbies of yarn. Well, that's what you see that's organized. I just like things to look pretty. So, look, baby, this is your yarn. So, oh, you can't really see it. It's slow. You love my shirt. I got it from the buckle. It says, I think, created with a purpose. This might not make as much cord. I might have to go up a hook size with this cord. It's I'm gonna go back to the low speed for now because it's quite loud when it's up higher. Nope, thicker just means bigger. It's definitely, I feel like it's coming out a lot thicker. It's stiffer. So, whew. But look how much stretch that has. I-cord has a lot of stretch to it. Okay, here's my project. Work on this while that does that. It's right in front of me, so I can keep an eye on it. There we go. Still can't see my desk, but they do look pretty. The smallest yarn, honestly, I think it says it can handle a 2 weight, maybe. I don't remember where I put my book. Where did I put the book? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it says a fine 2 weight, a light 3, a medium 4 is what it recommends. Worsted Afghan Aran. This is what it says it can take. Of course, it's recommended to give priority to the I-cord yarn provided by Kato brand, but it's very expensive to buy said yarn. So, it says not to use these. So it says not to use a cotton blend 4 weight, fluffy yarn, bulky, thick bulky. See, if you look at this one right here that says whole hard, it looks just like the Caron all day yarn, all day cotton, I mean. And I'm like, oh, so that can't go through there. But I'm tempted to do it. And then one that says tightly over-oriented. I don't know what that is. I've never seen yarn like that. Right here it says 2, tightly over-oriented. And then severely split yarn. Oh, Erin. Yes, because I've been trying to figure out what to do with that. I could make a gigantic basket out of that thing, out of that stuff. Yes, my basket is in single crochets. It's single crochet waistcoat. Yep. The waistcoat is awesome. I love that stitch now because, and then I figured out how to do an invisible join that I like, where yes, you can see it. I know where it's at, but you can't see it. Like right here, this V-stitch, can't even point to it all the way up. This V-stitch right here, this one right here, that V-stitch column, that's the join round. See this V-stitch right here? Just this V, not the one on top, but this one right here on the side. That's the join. And it gets used as the first stitch of the round. Oh, she wants to do school. You should go live then. Because then she'll be like, no school, no school. No, I'm joking. Have a great day at the movies and let us know what movie you see. So not 4 weight or just not 4 weights that are blended. Well, it says cotton blends. Because you don't want them to be stiff, I guess? You just don't want stiff yarns. Yeah. I was really kind of worried about this one, but here's what we have so far. That is going to be pretty. And it's about a third of the way through. And I've got that much so far. It's not a lot. Amazing Digital Circus. The Amazing Digital Circus. I don't think I've seen that. It's funny, I've yet to get a whole round of moss stitch on this bag. I'm making baskets. I'm gonna start making like baskets for project baskets and yarn bowls, and I want to try and sell them on my Ko-Fi, word of mouth. Maybe someday, you know, if people really, really like them, you know, if it becomes a popular thing, then I can do a Ko-Fi page to make baskets. This is my prototype basket because it's very scrappy. Although it's really cute. I'm loving this stuff so far. Frizzy, your yarn is turning out into beautiful I-cord. I'm basically making my own version of this. This is the stuff that I'm using to make the Moses basket with. It's braided cord. So it's got this fluffy polyester in the center, and then it's got 2 layers of braided cording wrapped around it. It's got a small one, and then it's got this bigger one. So I'm making a Moses basket with this. This is my last bundle of this color before I run out. So I'm hoping that if I do the top like 1 or 2 rounds in the green and then the hood in green, it'll look okay. Because this is all I have left for the main body, and I have about 4 more rounds of the main body to put on. And you would be surprised how far this goes. This goes quite far, but 4 rounds is probably pushing this. Because I've got 9 rounds on 2 bundles. So I hope so, Marianne. That's a great idea. Yeah. It's a great idea to kill my arm, Rachel. I was getting a pain in my rib, like right here, from all the I was doing yesterday with the Moses basket, and then I made this little basket. My Moses basket is like 2 feet long by about a foot wide. It's about 23 to 24 inches long-ish by about 16, I think, wide. Let me see if I can show a picture without. I'm about halfway done with the I-cord, or the skein of yarn. It would go a lot faster if I bumped up the speed, but it's too loud right now. So you can't really get. So this bucket that's inside the Moses basket is about a 11 by 11 bucket, and it's about 11 deep, 11 inches. Oh my gosh, I'm about to lose my phone. I was holding it too high. It's like sliding in my hand. That's the Moses basket. Let me see if I can find one sideways. Ah! Ah! No! I got yarn trying to bundle up in it. There's another picture of it. Trying to find the side view of it. So there's the first like 2 or 3 rounds on it. 3 rounds on it actually. And this is using the double waistcoat. So it's two single crochets in the same stitch. And it causes that line, see that line that's going diagonal? By doing the double waistcoat, the second single crochet has this one loop that just kind of sticks out. And so it gives it that design look without really doing two. It's not hard. It's just 2 single crochets into the same space. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, it's about halfway. The skein's about halfway done. Maybe a little over. Like, it's not, I'm not going to get a lot of cord out of this. So what I'm going to have to do with BB's basket is I'm going to have to do this part of it. This, hopefully this isn't that much thicker. The thing is I think it's going to be thinner. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker than the shine stuff. So, the shines, I might not be able to use the shine. I might have to use all similar thickness of 4/8. I might see if I have a yellow. I'll have to use this yellow. No, I'm gonna have to put that back in there. Oh, my yellow's coming apart. Don't look at my yellow. It's falling. I pulled too many out, so now it's like the whole cube's falling apart. I'm gonna go longer today. You guys good for that? My kids are upstairs hanging out with the TV, so I can hang out with you guys a little longer. Unless everybody needs to get going and, you know, go do their life. I need to get off to do laundry eventually, but I also don't want to do that. I'm more excited to get this I-cord made, so. It's almost a set it and forget it type of thing. Almost. I still have to keep an eye on it. What is in my hair? Is it not? I at least want to finish this skein of yarn before I get off of I-cord. Like multitasking with this yarn and crocheting at the same time. You want to, right? I want to finish, like, it's the typical one more row, one more stitch thing, you know? That's how I am right now. I want to finish this skein of I-cord before I move on to my life as well. How much does a bundle of that cord cost? How big would the hook have to be to make the basket? So I bought, so it's not a cheap project. I will tell you that right now. This project is going to be and this is another reason why it's going to be an heirloom piece, is between the base and the 4 bundles that I bought, it's pushing not almost $150 between the base and the 4 bundles of yarn and the pattern. I bought the pattern even though you can find tutorials on YouTube. The pattern comes with clickable tutorial links that I can't find otherwise, so I'm thinking they must be unlisted. So you only get them if you buy the pattern. So between the pattern, the base, and also I bought hooks because I needed metal hooks because I thought this would break if I tried to use this. And it probably would because it's quite strenuous on the hook and arm. So, sounds fantastic, Grammy Rita. Alright, Marianne, have a fantastic day. I'll see you on Monday. Oh, and the hook size that I'm using for the Moses basket is a 9mm. It's a small hook because you want nice tight stitches. So that way it's really good and stiff, and you know, it doesn't collapse on the baby. And so yeah, the bundle, the label says 16 to 18mm in order to make, or in order to crochet with the yarn. But to make like baskets and like the Moses basket that I'm doing, you want to go smaller. And person that I got the tutorial from, they use a 9 to 8, 9. Actually, they use an 8 to start the base, on the base, because of the holes. The 8mm works the best to fit inside the hole with the yarn. It doesn't affect the size of the stitch too much because you can stretch it out if you need to. But I'm gonna go a little faster. I don't want to get off, but like I'm just like, I feel like this is like just snail pacing at 1. It does move a lot faster. There is a 3rd speed on this, but I'm afraid to go 3. Especially with this yarn, with as thick as it is. It's doing pretty good with this 2-speed, so I'll stick with the 2-speed. I'm just curious. I'm gonna have to do this basket differently because this yarn is thicker than the shine. So I'm gonna have to do like, I'm gonna have to make sure that the other yarns, the other cords that I make are the same thickness. It's not cheap, no. I'm making it for a family member that means a lot to me, so it's not like I'm making it just for a friend or, you know. I'm making it for my cousin who I held as a baby when she was born. After she was born, like the day after she was born or whatever. I held her as a baby in the hospital when she was born. And she's now married, has her 4-year nursing degree, and she's got her job now and she's married, and they haven't even been married a year yet, and they're expecting their first child. So prayers for a continued healthy pregnancy for her. If you're a praying person, so far I think she's had a healthy one, but just, you know, prayers that it continues to be healthy, and we see the delivery come to fruition in October. So, but she's always meant a lot to me, so I don't mind spending this kind of gift on her. This kind of money on a gift for her. And it's homemade, and you know, it's something she can, if they plan to have any more kids, they can use it again, or she can hold on to it and give it to her grandkids if she wants to. So I'm more worried about the wood base lasting, though. I asked my husband if we should stain it, or like seal it, not stain it, seal it, because you know, babies are babies. Fluids come out of them. And I was just worried about the wood getting wet, but there is going to be a mattress on top of the wood, and the mattress will have a protectant on it, but it should be tight to the wood and stuff and the side panels, that it shouldn't, any liquids shouldn't get down to the wood. It should be fine. So we're almost done. I'm just paying more attention to this yarn now instead of anything else, because it's getting hairy. Getting towards the end here. I hope this is not like overpowering my talking. It's really loud. I shouldn't say it's really loud. It's just, I don't know, the volume level's kind of up there. I know. I hope she likes it. Yeah, I made Juan the Yarn Addict's Wildflower Oasis for her and her husband for their wedding gift. So I'm all about these heirloom pieces for them. Well, not just for them, but so far for them. I'm curious to see how much I get out of this. You can hear me just fine? Okay. I just feel like I'm talking over it, so. I'm being the mediator between the yarn and the machine. It does not like any tension at all. I don't know if you guys can hear it when I just barely pull on it. It like, you can hear it struggle a little bit. So like no tension whatsoever on it. That's what it honestly says with Addie's. I think Addie machines are the same way. With any knitting machine, you want little to no tension. Now there's tension, there's a tension arm on it, but going into the tension arm, you want little to no tension on the yarn coming out of the ball or the skein or whatever. Alright, I'm going to slow it down because I'm getting to the tail end of this and it's sticking. Doesn't even bother you at all. I toned it out just like I used to do my... That's funny. I'm curious to see how much it did. So this is, what did I say this was? 4.23 ounces. Erin, my desk is quite full again, but mostly yarn this time. I'm the wife. I ask my husband questions on purpose because I like, you know, I want him to feel like he's teaching me something, or even if it's something I kind of already know. It's men like to, you know, teach things like that. Almost done. All I have left. It untwists it. It almost untwists the yarn. All right, let's see. Oh, hey. I could use this. Maybe. This measures how many inches? 9 inches. I just need it taped down though. I need something hefty to hold it down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, I'm not done, 23, 24, 25. I'm going longer. 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. This is not going to be very accurate, just saying. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I'm almost done. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 43 plus 5. 43. So 43 times 9. 387. Divide that by 12. So I got 32¼ feet plus 5 inches. Hold on. 387. 387 plus 5. Divide that by 12. So I got 32.5 feet of I-cord off of the one. So it took how many feet? 73 feet, Erin, to do that 5 rounds. Eesh, this is not going to go as far. That's all the I-cord I got out of one skein. So 32.5 feet 5 times 3. So I should get about 97.5 feet out of my 3 skeins of that yarn, roughly. Hold on. Minus 73. So 24. So not quite 10 rounds. I'll get about, yeah. Well, so the main body, I'm going to make that cord. So BB's basket, I'm going to make this cord in the center. And then the bottom, I'll probably do pink. Or no, I'll do the yellow on the bottom. I'll do yellow on the bottom, and then I'll finish off the basket with pink. I should have enough to do that, I hope. 31 yards. 97.5, divide that by 3. Yep, 32.5 yards. 5 to 6 rounds. I love having my math person on here, Erin. Thank you. We were married 39 years and together 42 before he passed away in 2023, so it worked. Anyway, I used this to measure. So I did, it only has 0 to 9 on here. This probably measures a foot, if I had to guess. Because there's about 2 inches on either side. There's another yarn band that I can add to my pile of yarn bands that I have gone through just in the last not even 24 hours yet. I've used up, how many yards have I used up in less than 24 hours? So 219 times 2 plus 216 plus roughly 250. So I've used 466 yards. I'm going to say maybe 400 yards because the one skein of Big Twist wasn't a full skein. So I'm going to say 400. Yarn eater. Telling you right now, yarn eater. I'm going to do yellow on the bottom. So let's do yellow next real quick so I can get started on the basket. Ultimate Stash Buster is right. Where did I put my hook? There it is. I am loving this so much. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Figaro, 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 Figaro. Oh, keep doing that. Ultimate Stash Buster. Love it. I need to figure out how to do a recorded video. Like, I have discovered the Ultimate Stash Buster. Oh, Stephen. You're so funny. Oh. So silly. I'm sure it's quite swollen. Open up my arms. Well, go take your watch pill. Sorry, I'm concentrating on making sure these go around. Okay, this machine should like this yarn because I love this yarn, and it's very similar in my opinion to Caron Simply Soft without being too shiny and too Caron Simply Soft. I worked here on the ripples and crinkling for your niece whose birthday is the 16th. That's cool. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's cool. I mean, that's awesome that you are working on that for her birthday. I don't know why it asks me to pull on this from the other side, because the wheel pulls it out anyway. Hope you switch back up to the big TV and play some Donkey Kong. Ooh, that sounds fun. Sounds fun to watch. I'm not a big game. I mean, I play games on my phone, but they're more like the block games, like, you know, clearing lines of blocks away and matching up Candy Crush type stuff. Those are the kind of games I like to play. All right, so this is a 7-ounce skein at 355 yards, and it should all be here. It should all be here, because I don't think I've used anything from this yet. And it's definitely going to be a thick I-cord like the Mosaic, so it'll work. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and get off of here. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and do this all day, all morning. And I don't really want to bore you guys with that. And I've been on here for over 2 hours at this point. So 2 hours and 18 minutes. I don't know. I was thinking of going all the way to 10. My kid wants to get on my computer and play his Pokey game. There's a website called Pokey. I wish it would get rid of some of the violent games that are on it, that unalive characters. I mean, I'm not against shooting games. It's just some of them are pretty violent. I mean, the kid is going to see violence, and, you know, I can't shelter him from everything, but you're learning that 4-weight yarn seems to be the standard yarn that people work with. Yeah, I would say that's a very popular weight of yarn. Amigurumi, it all depends for those guys, because Rebecca is an amigurumi queen, and she uses mostly 4-weight acrylic and cottons and things, or just 4-weights. But there's a lot of younger amigurumi makers that are making amigurumi stuffy, plushy type things with the bulkier stuff. The kids. Yep, the kids that are making it. The younger crowd. I honestly, I'm in between. I'll do both, I guess. 99% of my yarn is 4-weight. The only bulky weight that I have is literally sitting underneath my serape panel in that basket. That basket's all I have of bulky. Actually, I lied. I have some plushy yarn over there, chenille yarn, parfait chunky, and some blanket yarn. Not very much. And then I have a basket of puzzle. So, I mean, but that's like Erin said, 5 or 10% of my yarn. 4 and 3 are your favorite weights, but you're liking 5 a lot now too. Yeah, that's my area too, Stevan. It's 3 to 5 weight. That's my area of weight that I like. But I am finding that I don't mind the small stuff, as long as I can double strand it. Well, yeah, Lisa, a lot of the older crowd are using the blanket yarn for amigurumis too, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of the younger crowd that are getting into it, they're leaning, like my daughter is case in point, she's 15. That's the only kind of yarn she wants to use is the blanket fleshy stuff. Erin, I have Colorama Halo. I might actually turn into a basket. I wonder how well that would work though. I might have to get, I have a small leftover piece of a cake. I'm gonna have to pull it out and see how it, I'm sure it'll work really well on here because it works well on the Addies. But like, I wonder how sturdy, you know, how, you just started enjoying fingering weight. Yeah, fingering weight is tough for me. Although I did make this out of fingering weight. This is out of superfine one weight. This was 1,000 yards of yarn from one cake. I think maybe 10 yards of it didn't get put in here because I couldn't finish a row with the last little bit, and I barely had any left. So I love this one. This is probably my favorite right now for shawls. It's lightweight. I think this is cotton. It's the Yarn Art Flowers. I think it's part cotton. Cotton acrylic, I think. I don't remember. Will the fuzz go through the machine? It will on an Addy. So I don't know if it will with the smaller hooks, these smaller metal hooks. Because the Addy has big plastic hooks, so I don't know. It's worth a try. But I'm wondering if it's going to be sturdy enough. You know what I mean? Like, this is so thick that this basket is going to be a chunk. I would say this is probably pushing 7. It's close to my 9mm yarn from the Bobini. It's pushing 9mm. I wish it would coil up pretty like it does in the videos. I don't want to have to sit here and hold it. Funny enough, this is a Bag O' Day pattern. This is hers. Well, I mean, it's her tutorial that I use. I don't know if it's her pattern. And then I have this yarn that I want to make this again, but not this pattern. I want to figure out how to do this star point, but in my own pattern. And try and use this. And it's got sparkle in it. Because I love me some sparkle. And these with sparkle in it look so pretty. So I want to make a sparkle, but I want it to possibly run 2 together. So it'd be more like a DK 2 weight instead of a fine 1 weight. You missed what I said about the Colorama. I don't, so they were asking if the fuzz would go through the machine. I think the fuzz will go through the machine because it goes through an Addy, but these have smaller metal hooks versus the Addy's bigger plastic hooks. So I don't know if it will or not. I need to make 6 pot holders out of the pot holder looms. I'm thinking pink so I can make another basket. Well, it is almost 10 o'clock at this point. I should probably go ahead and get off of here, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Remember, you are all somebody to somebody. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Please stay safe, be healthy, love, spread kindness. And I will see y'all Monday morning. Erin, I might hang out with you again today. I've been having fun with that, so if you're okay with that, I might hit you up again. Or you hit me up if you have time. So I will see y'all Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Bye.